The flat plains and sprawling meadows of the Texas Gulf Coast, where small towns seem to spring up from the scrubby landscape, prosper, flourish, and then decline just as rapidly. This is a familiar setting in the work of a writer who has spent much of his career fashioning stories about its character, its people, and its families. Horton Foote. His is a career marked by an uncanny ability to create a rich drama from these small-town settings. Yet there is a much greater influence on his work than the small towns of Texas. It is the caring influences of Lillian Vallish Foote, his partner in art and in life. Together, their relationship helped create a lasting legacy that is honored tonight with the 1995 RCA Crystal Heart Career Achievement Award. Although he left his hometown of Horton, Texas to begin a career in theater as a teenager, the hometown seems to never have left Horton Foote. After an initial start as an actor in New York, his attentions turned to writing for the stage. His attentions were also drawn by a young college student he met while working at Doubledays. Her name was Lillian Vallish, and within 6 weeks, they were engaged. During the 1950s, Horton wrote numerous scripts for television's live dramatic programs, such as The Death of the Old Man, A Young Lady of Property, and The Trip to Bountiful, which went on to become a Broadway play starring Lillian Gish and Eva Marie Saint. A number of Horton Foote's plays were adapted into films, and although he worked on several of the adaptations himself, when first approached to adapt Harper Lee's best-selling novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, he was reluctant to even read the book. That is, until his wife, Lillian, suggested he change his mind. In 1962, Horton Foote's screen adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird brought him widespread accolades throughout the industry, winning both an Oscar for Best Screenplay and the Writers Guild of America Screen Award.
Atticus Jim says his watch is going to belong to him someday.
That's right.
Why?
Well, customary for the boy to have his father's watch.
What are you going to give me?
I don't know that I have much else of value that belongs to me. But there's a pearl necklace. There's a ring that belonged to your mother. And I put them away, and they're to be yours.
To Kill a Mockingbird also earned Gregory Peck the Academy's Best Actor Award for his portrayal of Atticus Finch.
It was comfortable, as I said, saying those words, the understated eloquence, and most important, the underlying emotion beneath the words. We were able, using Horton's words, to get ourselves on a kind of an emotional track and not get off of that track. And when you're on a track like that, the acting becomes easy.
To Kill a Mockingbird led to other adaptations, including Tomorrow, a screenplay based on a story by William Faulkner, and is just one of many heartfelt adaptations of Faulkner's work that Horton Foote created over his career. As films moved toward faster action and more special effects, it seemed as if the film business was passing Horton by. Indeed, he considered leaving the business, only to be convinced by Lillian that writing was what he should be doing. And in 1983, Horton Foote wrote his first full-length original screenplay, Tender Mercies. It won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, and Robert Duvall, who also co-produced the film, won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his portrayal of Max Sledge, one of the many Horton Foote characters Duvall has portrayed over the years.
Had I never met Horton, I would have had a nice career. But knowing Horton, it's like a railroad track. I had two careers. My regular career, mainstream, so to speak, then there was a Horton Foote side of the railroad track that was very special, and had I never had that one, I'd have still, through the years, it would have been a wonderful career just doing Horton Foote's things, and supplementing with other projects, like starting with To Kill a Mockingbird, Tomorrow, The Chase, Tender Mercies, then Convicts. I mean, they were, I thought, wonderful movies and wonderful projects to be in. And he was at the helm, so to speak.
Tender Mercies portrays themes that are common in much of Horton Foote's writing, themes which can also be clearly seen in The Trip to Bountiful. 31 years after it first aired as a television drama, Foote adapted Bountiful into a screenplay. And in 1985, the screen version of The Trip to Bountiful earned Horton Foote both Academy Award and Writers Guild of America nominations for Best Screenplay. And Geraldine Page received the Best Actress Oscar for her role as Mrs. Carrie Watts.
Well, a minute, I have been trying to get to Bountiful for over 5 years. Now, usually, Jessie Mae and Ludy come and they find me even before I got inside the railroad station good. Today, I got inside both the railroad station and the bus station. I bought a ticket. I seen Ludy and Jessie Mae before they saw me. I hear they're out, and I met a pretty friend like you. I lost my purse, and now I have somebody finding it for me. Guess the Lord's just with me today. Oh.
Even before his return to the screen, Horton Foote had begun work on a 9-part dramatic series called The Orphan's Home Cycle. Based on the life of his own father, the cycle follows several generations of the Robideau family amid the decline of the plantation aristocracy in southern Texas. A number of these plays have been made into films, 3 of which, 1918, On Valentine's Day, and Courtship, were produced by Lillian Foote, who combined a special affinity for Horton's work with a great talent for controlling both budgets and costs. All 3 were shot largely on location in Waxahachie, Texas, a town not far from Foote's hometown of Wharton. In addition to the plays and original screenplays, Horton Foote also continued his work on adaptations, writing the screen version for the 1991 release of John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, directed by and starring Gary Sinise.
I ain't saying he's bright. He ain't, but he's a damn good worker.
What's your stake in this guy? Are you taking his pay from him?
No. He's my cousin. Told his old lady I'd take care of him. He got kicked in the head by a horse when he was a kid.
All right.
Horton Foote has had a notable and distinguished career, and through much of it, he had the reassuring support of Lillian, his wife of 48 years, who died in 1992. In their time together, she served as his most trusted advisor. She believed in the importance of his writing and protected the integrity of his work. Together, they raised a family: Hallie, Horton Jr., Walter, and Daisy.
I never doubted his love and his full commitment to our marriage. And I think the children feel the same way as sons and daughters, that they we're very strong as a family, and I think we love each other very much, and we're very loyal to each other. And it's a very it's been a very rewarding life. I mean, from that standpoint, we just have much to be grateful for.
With over 70 television plays, film scripts, novels, and dramas, perhaps no other writer has so clearly captured both the flaws and virtues of people. Ordinary people caught up in the drama of real life. People who may suffer hardship and disillusionment, but rarely give up. They often find within their own family a sense of truth and hope. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the 1995 RCA Crystal Heart Career Achievement Award, please welcome Gary Sinise.